Hey guys, Doug the Michigan Piper coming to you from the Pipe Rest, and today I am smoking in my bent crescent, and I have no idea what shape that is. As you guys know, I love this pipe. I am smoking Country Squire's Second Breakfast. I've got a few blends that I don't think I gave a fair enough shake to around the first time around. And this is one of them, which I'm glad I went back to it because it's actually a very pleasant blend. I went through a phase where I was smoking a bunch of stuff quickly, and I was comparing aromatics to Virginias to Englishes, and it just wasn't working out for me. So now that I've slowed down, I've been able to relax a little bit and taste the different nuances of the different blends and for the different moods, So with it, I am drinking in my Distinguished Gentleman mug some mint medley tea. But in this video, I wanted to revisit an old series, Analogies of Faith, and it's been a minute since I've done any of those videos, and this is why I leave my series open. Like if you go to my channel, you'll see I've got different series. I never really finished the series because I know I'm going to come back no matter how long it's been. And I've got a series, Analogies of Faith, if you haven't followed it before. It's just basically, I love analogies. And I love analogies even more when they have to do with my faith. And so in today's analogy, I was thinking this morning about the first time I ever flew. And it was stormy, it was rainy that day. And one of the first times, I don't know if it was the first time. And I remember it was pretty dark out, not pitch black, but it was dark. And we get in the clouds, and I was just amazed because obviously I've never been in a situation, and get kind of do the turbulent thing, and you bust through the clouds, and it's sunshine, bright, like put your sunglasses on kind of day. And I remember thinking to myself that the sun has always been there. It never went anywhere. And you'd be like, duh, yeah, everybody knew. And I'm sure if somebody asked me, hey, is the sun still there when it's raining? I would have said yes. But you don't think about it. It doesn't cross your mind. And it doesn't matter how bad the storm is. The sun's always there. And, I got to thinking about that when it came to, the storms that we hit in life and how it can get so dark. And we think that God's not watching us. Think that God took off and he just left us hanging. And the reality of it is that God hasn't gone anywhere. Yes, we're going through a storm, but he's still as strong and as powerful and as in control as he's ever been. He's just allowing us to go through the storm. And, for people who hide their head in the sand, when they're going through these life storms, it's like, well, there's no God, or he wouldn't let this happen. There'd be signs of him. And if you really think about it, using that storm analogy, there are signs if you look for them. Like, you wouldn't be able to see the clouds if it weren't for the sun letting light through or getting light through. If there were no sun, we wouldn't be able to see anything. But we can see the storm because of the sun. And you fight with the fact that some people say, well, it's super, some storms it gets so dark you can't see anything, and that would prove there's a sun. Yeah, but how long does that last? If you're in a really bad storm where it gets pitch black like night, how long does that last? And you're on the other side of it before you know it. and my pipe keeps going out. But what a lot of times happens in those storms is, you find shelter or whatnot, and you find out you got some leaks. There's a drip here or a stream there that gets in through the storm. And just like in life, you're going through a storm, you find out, wow, I wasn't as strong in my faith there as I thought I was. Or, this didn't go bad, but it could have gone better. And it gives us that opportunity to patch those things up. Otherwise, we'd never know they were there. And then you get to the other side of the storm, right? And you're stronger for it. And, we say the sun pops out. The sun doesn't pop out. The clouds go away. The storm go away. The sun's been there, consistent. And the Bible says, God says about himself, he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And that's like the sun, storms, the sun doesn't pop out, the storm goes away. And because of the storm, we've been able to look at ourselves. We've been able to, we see that the good that the rain did that came when all the plant life comes back to life and is, reinvigorated, and in turn feeds us, right? I've got a sister who lost a husband a few years ago, and just a tremendous guy. And I thought to myself, wow, I didn't tell her this, of course. She's gonna watch this and be like, great. But I thought to myself, man, she's never gonna find another guy like that. She went through the storm of watching her husband die and going through the pain and agony of that, and just the darkest of times. But she relied on God because she knew he was still there, even though he didn't always show himself. And she patched up those holes in her faith. I saw her grow as a Christian. And we get to the other side of it years later. And guess what? Another guy comes along. And she's as happy, if not happier now than she ever was. Because she had that solid faith in God. There's a lot of people that don't do that. There's a lot of people that check out, that it's too much. And it's a sad thing if they don't have God, or if they don't rely on God that way. And it's easy for me to say, I'm not going through a storm right now, guys, but we all do go through them, some more severe than others. And one thing I do know that I've heard before is that you have never had a storm in your life that you didn't make it through. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to, get those thoughts out. And speaking of reinvigorate the Analogies of Faith series. So the weekend is upon us, and I'm going to sit here and relax. I took off work a little bit early today and relax the pipe, and I don't know what I'm going to do, and that's okay, because it's a nice nice thing to be able to have the afternoon off. So guys, I hope you're all doing well. Until next time, you take care.